Peru is a land where the ancient and the eternal coexist. A place where mountains rise like stone cathedrals, where jungles breathe with the pulse of life, and where civilizations older than memory carved their stories into the earth. From the icy peaks of the Andes to the humid depths of the Amazon, Peru is a country shaped by extremes of climate, of culture, of history. It is a land of mysteries, legends, and landscapes that feel almost otherworldly. To explore Peru is to walk through time itself, to witness the echoes of empires, and to feel the weight of a past that still shapes the present. Peru is not just a country, it is a living archive of human ingenuity, natural wonder, and cultural resilience. A place where the past is not forgotten, because it is still alive. High in the Andes, wrapped in mist and silence, lies Machu Picchu, the most iconic symbol of the Inca civilization. Built in the 15th century and abandoned a century later, it remained hidden from the world until 1911. Terraces cling to the mountainside, temples align with the sun, and stone walls fit so perfectly that not even a blade of grass can slip between them. Machu Picchu is more than a ruin. It is a masterpiece of engineering, astronomy, and spiritual design, a city built to touch the sky. In the desert plains of southern Peru, enormous geoglyphs stretch across the sand. Hummingbirds, monkeys, spiders, geometric shapes, and lines that run perfectly straight for kilometers. Created between 500 BCE and 500 CE, the Nazca Lines are so large they can only be fully seen from the air. Their purpose remains a mystery. Astronomical calendar, ritual pathways, offerings to the gods. Whatever their meaning, they stand as one of humanity's most enigmatic creations. Nearly 60% of Peru is covered by the Amazon rainforest. It is one of the most biodiverse regions on Earth, home to jaguars, pink river dolphins, giant otters, macaws, and thousands of plant species found nowhere else. The Peruvian Amazon is a world of rivers, shadows, and endless green. A place where life thrives in every direction, where the air hums with insects and the forest floor hides secrets older than civilization. Once the capital of the Inca Empire, Cusco was considered the center of the universe. Its streets blend Inca stonework with Spanish colonial architecture, creating a city where two worlds collide. Massive stones form the foundations of buildings, perfectly cut and placed without mortar. Cusco is a living museum, a place where history is not preserved behind glass, but lived every day. Straddling the border between Peru and Bolivia, Lake Titicaca sits at over 3,800 meters above sea level. Its waters are deep, cold, and sacred. According to Inca mythology, this is where the gods created the first humans. Floating islands made of reeds drift on the lake, home to the Uros people, a community that has lived on the water for centuries. The Incas built one of the greatest road networks in history. Over 40,000 kilometers of paths connecting mountains, deserts, and jungles. Suspension bridges made of woven grass spanned deep canyons. Messengers called chasqui ran these roads, carrying information across the empire with astonishing speed. This network was the backbone of Inca power, allowing them to govern a vast and diverse territory. The Andes Mountains run the length of Peru, shaping its climate, culture, and history. They are home to glaciers, volcanoes, and some of the highest peaks in the Americas. Villages cling to cliffsides, terraced fields carve patterns into the slopes, and ancient traditions survive in the thin mountain air. The Andes are not just a landscape, they are a world unto themselves. Dozens of indigenous tribes live in the Peruvian Amazon, many with traditions unchanged for centuries. Some remain uncontacted, choosing isolation to preserve their way of life. Their knowledge of plants, animals, and the rhythms of the forest is unmatched. They are the guardians of one of the last great wildernesses on Earth. Carroll, located in the Supe Valley, is one of the oldest civilizations in the Americas, dating back nearly 5,000 years. Its pyramids, plazas, and amphitheaters predate the Egyptian pyramids. Corral challenges our understanding of early societies, showing that complex urban life emerged in the Americas far earlier than once believed. Peru is one of the world's top culinary destinations: ceviche, lomo saltado, ají de gallina, anticuchos, causa, rocoto relleno. The list is endless. Peruvian cuisine blends indigenous ingredients with Spanish, African, Chinese, and Japanese influences. It is a fusion of cultures, climates, and creativity. Lima is home to some of the world's best restaurants, making Peru a global food capital. Vinicunca, known as Rainbow Mountain, is a geological wonder. Layers of minerals create stripes of red, yellow, green, and blue across the mountainside. At over 5,000 meters, the air is thin, the wind is sharp, and the view is surreal, like a painting brought to life. Between Cusco and Machu Picchu lies the Sacred Valley, a fertile region filled with ancient terraces, temples, and villages. The Incas considered it a place of spiritual and agricultural importance. Today, it remains one of the most beautiful landscapes in Peru, a valley carved by rivers, guarded by mountains, and shaped by centuries of human ingenuity. Twice as deep as the Grand Canyon, Colca Canyon is a place of dramatic cliffs, terraced fields, and soaring condors. Villages perched on the canyon walls preserve traditions older than the Inca Empire. The canyon is a testament to the power of nature and the resilience of the people who call it home. The Peruvian Paso is famous for its unique gait, called the Paso Llano, a 4-beat movement so smooth that riders barely bounce. It is considered one of the most comfortable horses in the world. Elegant, strong, and deeply tied to Peruvian culture, the Paso is a symbol of national pride. On Lake Titicaca, the Uros people live on islands made entirely of totora reeds. They build their homes, boats, and even the ground beneath their feet from these reeds. The islands must be constantly maintained, as the reeds rot from below. This floating world is one of the most unique human habitats on Earth. Peru is home to vast deserts, including the Paracas and Ica regions. Towering dunes rise like waves frozen in time. Oases appear like mirages, offering pockets of life in an otherwise barren landscape. The desert hides ancient geoglyphs, mummies, and archaeological treasures waiting to be uncovered. Arequipa is built from sillar, a white volcanic stone that gives the city its distinctive glow. Surrounded by volcanoes, including the majestic Misti, Arequipa blends colonial architecture with indigenous heritage. Its historic center is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, a masterpiece of stone and sunlight. The Amazon River begins in Peru, high in the Andes, before flowing across the continent. Its tributaries carve through dense jungle, carrying life, nutrients, and stories. The river is a highway, a lifeline, and a force of nature. To travel its waters is to witness the heartbeat of the rainforest. Off the coast of Peru flows one of the most powerful and influential ocean currents on Earth, the Humboldt Current. Cold, nutrient-rich waters rise from the deep, feeding vast populations of fish, seabirds, and marine mammals. This current is the reason Peru has one of the world's richest fisheries, and why ancient civilizations thrived along its shores. It shapes the climate, cools the coastline, and creates deserts where rain rarely falls. The Humboldt Current is not just an oceanic phenomenon. It is the invisible force that has shaped Peru's environment, economy, and history for thousands of years. The Incas built one of the largest and most sophisticated empires in the world, without writing, without iron, and without the wheel. Their achievements in engineering, agriculture, astronomy, and architecture remain astonishing. Terraces carved into mountainsides, cities aligned with celestial events, and roads that crossed impossible terrain. Their legacy lives on in language, traditions, and the spirit of the Andes. Peru is a country of contrasts, mountains and jungles, deserts and oceans, ancient ruins and modern cities. It is a land where the past is never far away, where every stone has a story, and where nature shapes life in powerful ways. From the mysteries of the Nazca Lines to the majesty of Machu Picchu, from the depths of the Amazon to the heights of the Andes. Peru is a place that captures the imagination and refuses to let go.